Good evening and thank you for tuning in. I'm Robert John. Tonight I would like to introduce to you former President of the United States, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Please, Mr. President, turn around so that everyone can see you. I have here a replica figurine of former President Donald J. Trump. As you can clearly see, he's sporting his classic red tie and he's wearing some boxing gloves. Now how this works, I will ask the President a few questions and the President will throw a jab and respond to my questions. Here we go. Mr. President, how do you compare your presidency to other past presidents such as Ronald Reagan and John F. Kennedy?
I'm the smartest guy I know.
Okay, Mr. President. Mr. President, thinking back to your Vice President Mike Pence and the fly incident landing on his head and the butt of many jokes, what if that same fly landed on your head instead? What would your response be?
Don't touch the hair.
Right, I can see a fly landing in a soup bowl, but definitely not the hair. Mr. President, I plan on shooting a short film in Mexico. Should I decide to bring back my cousin Javier with me to the States, do you foresee a problem with that?
I'm gonna build a wall.
Well, then I'll just scrap that idea altogether, Mr. President. I would like to come home. Mr. President, with the country dealing with hate crimes and the use of Native American names as mascots, what can we do as citizens to get our country back to the good old glory days?
Make America great again.
I totally agree with you on that one, Mr. President. Mr. President, you asked members of the National Security Council if they could nuke hurricanes rather than letting them hit the U.S. mainland. Do you really believe that would have been a wise decision?
My IQ is huge.
Okay, Mr. President. Mr. President, with the 20-year anniversary of 9/11 approaching, what are your thoughts?
Never forget 7/11.
Correction, sir, but it's 9/11. Mr. President, just to throw a few names as likely presidential candidates for 2024 race, Kanye West, Oprah Winfrey, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. What do you think about that?
Good people don't go into government.
Okay, Mr. President. Last and final question. With the ongoing situation in Afghanistan and President Biden heavily criticized for his actions, what kind of advice or words would you say to President Biden?
You're fired.
Well, that pretty much sums it all up. I'd like to thank former President Donald Trump for joining us tonight and giving his views and thoughts on everything. With that being said, good night all. Bye-bye.